Welcome back, VST hier vanuit Utrecht. I promised to follow up on the whole Samsung moon thing, controversy. Yeah, not really sure what it is, but guys, I'm gonna use the following use case scenario. So I have a picture of this full moon. I edited the picture with Snapseed, applying some blur. I'm just trying to recreate a test that we've seen on this very famous now Reddit post. And I'm gonna also use another picture of another moon. It's gonna be this, and also edit it with some blur. So what I'm gonna do, guys, I'm gonna use my Samsung Galaxy S23 Ultra, and I'm gonna take several pictures using Scene Optimizer on and off. So this is this very famous setting inside the camera settings, guys. The first one, Scene Optimizer on and off, and then just see what happens after I download the photos and I compare them on my PC with the originals. So the first one that we're gonna start is this. Sub for the channel, guys, like the video if you like things like this, and don't forget to come back, and now let's start. So right there is our moon, guys, and like I said, the first time I'm gonna be using the Scene Optimizer on. And guys, I'm directly gonna go into the photo mode. So all right, 3x, almost nothing. 10x, see, still it is not looking right. And if you've watched the video from Marquez, at some point you know that the camera, the software, the AI will realize that that's a moon, and it will drop the exposure, just making sure that you can capture some details. But guys, this only kicks in proper after 10x, so it's not really 25x. See here, boom, right? See, at this point right now, my Samsung S23 Ultra already knows that this is a moon. So it drops the exposure, making sure to really capture also the dark spots. Else, of course, you end up with just something like this, and that's totally not usable. I can show you guys, if you do something like this, this is not gonna be any moon, right? So this here is a true picture without any, let's say, AI tempering. Let me put back on 10. All right, now we are on 10. And as you can just see, guys, nothing still happens. At some point, boom, here, you see, this is very important, guys. Marcus in his video said this happens after 25x, but it is not the case, guys, at least not in my test. I'm able to kind of lock on the moon even prior to this, even somewhere above 11, probably even 12. Okay, no, here, okay? So how do we know the phone knows we're shooting the moon? When the phone detects the moon, it will really kick in this electronic image stabilization, and of course it will boom. See here, guys, it will try to capture the picture. Even if I try to move right now, you see it's gonna be still captured. So for the sake of my test, guys, I'm gonna do several pictures, and of course I'm gonna use 50x. Okay, Scene Optimizer, guys, was on. Now I'm gonna remove the Scene Optimizer, all right, do another picture of the clear moon. Okay, and now, guys, I'm gonna put up there the same picture but with the blur, just to see if really my Samsung phone is gonna tamper with this. Alright, guys, I'm gonna put back the Scene Optimizer. Now we have the blurred moon. Okay, see, 10x. Okay, still no catch on the moon, and no, okay, now. So circa 15x this time, my phone knows that's the moon, so I'm just gonna directly go to 50x, one shot with the Scene Optimizer on. Now I'm going to remove the Scene Optimizer, boom, have a look. And now, guys, I'm gonna use the other sample that I showed you from the other full moon. Okay, lock. And now one more photo without the Scene Optimizer, guys, same moon here. All right, now let's go on the PC, guys, and check the results. All right, guys, I've downloaded all the photos, the original ones, the clear ones, the blurred ones, and also the ones I shot with the Scene Optimizer on and off, and now it's time to compare. Okay, first things first, this is the first picture that I'm using, so it's called Moon 1 Clear. Then I have the same one where I applied heavy blur, Moon 1 Blur, all right? Then that's the second picture, the second version of the moon, Moon 2 Clear, and I'm also using the Moon 2 Blur. I'm gonna show you that one as well. So this is Moon 2 Blur, and as you can see, I've really applied a lot of blur, just to make sure that whenever we capture, if something is there that should not be, it's gonna be very easy for us to check this. All right, guys, remember, this is the first time that I shot the moon without the software, the AI to really kick in. So my phone was not really knowing that this is a moon. So what you get really is this like globe, like very big circle of white light. okay? But when the AI start to kick in, guys, then what happens is the Samsung AI camera drops the exposure, right? And this makes kind of the white areas go down a bit, tone down a bit, and then the darker areas pop up. And then, of course, we capture the moon. So without any further ado, I've launched my comparison tool, and now it's time to check and compare what my phone was shooting with the scene optimizer on and the scene optimizer off. And if you wonder why that's important, you can check. There is tons of information really what Samsung is doing when the scene optimizer is there, what kind of protein they apply, and I really don't want to bother you with this. I just want to bother you with the results. Alright guys, now let's compare the Moon 1 Clear with the Moon 1 Clear scene optimizer on. Okay, so out of it is on, we can check the information. Moon 1 Clear scene optimizer on, that's apparently shot on the S23 Ultra, and this is the original picture that was put on my S22 Ultra, guys. Okay, so yeah, we are now trying to look for some differences. Apparently, of course, this is not the same picture, right? It's true, but we are really trying to find if there are any things that should not be there, like if some additional shadows are added, like some additional part of the moon. Now, I'm just trying to see, but I'm not able to find any sort of this. So, the scene optimizer on, maybe we should try the Moon 1 Clear and the Moon 1 Clear scene optimizer off. This is going to be also another interesting comparison. So, scene optimizer off for the Moon 1 Clear. Here again, the original picture. It probably looks even worse, but how can we be sure? Like, the best thing that we can do really, guys, is to compare the Moon 1 Clear scene optimizer on and off, right? So this is again shot by the same phone, and I do believe this is probably also the most credible explanation of what is going on. So take this one, Moon 1 Clear optimizer on. All right, guys, and you can just see this picture has a better detail, sharpness is a bit enhanced, and the Moon 1 Clear scene optimizer off looks about the same picture. So I'm not able to see any drastic differences, but it's blurry. And it only means that, of course, Samsung is probably trying to, of course, enhance the picture. They're playing with the highlights, with the shadow. They're also trying to tone down the exposure to make these white areas go down a bit and to pop up the dark or the shadows. But at the end of the day, it is pretty much the same picture, and I don't really see any signs of manipulation there. I don't see any additional layers that are added. But okay, this was really when we did the test with the Moon 1 Clear. Now let's do the same one with the Moon 1 Blur, because it's going to get even more interesting. Moon 1 Blur. So then we have Moon 1 Blur scene optimizer on. Okay, see guys, this is now even getting more interesting. So this here is the blurred moon. You can absolutely see it's almost like non-recognizable. Nobody can tell me that that's a moon. Maybe just by this tiny bit there. And I just see the same stains here, the same visual information. So I'm not able to say that, again, something here has been added, right? This, of course, looks worse, and this kind of makes sense. But now let's try to compare the Moon 1 Blur with the Moon 1 Blur scene optimizer off. This should even be worse. And by this saying, I think that's absolutely correct. We see the very same exact patterns. And now the final comparison for the Moon 1 Blur is going to be with the scene optimizer on and off. If everything is correct, we expect to see a worse picture where the scene optimizer is off, which we can see, by the way, here. But we still observe the same picture and no other details. Yeah, the scene optimizer on has a bit more sharpness, but of course it's worse. Like the premises, the input was really bad at the beginning. So now let's continue with the second test. So for the second test, guys, we have the Moon 2 Clear. So that's the one. And now let's try to compare the Moon 2 Clear with the Moon 2 Clear scene optimizer on. So scene optimizer on, Moon 2 Clear, and this is going to be a very interesting comparison, guys. This picture is different from the first one, and you probably can see that Samsung tried to add a bit of a color, because this looks here more reddish, but it's probably still the same picture, guys. This here is probably what we see here. It's very, very much overexposed, so the detail is gone. We see this detail here, this detail here. We see these big two gaps here, and it overall looks the same. Even these tiny details, guys, are there. Now let's just try to compare the Moon 2 Clear with the Moon 2 Clear scene optimizer off. This should be really worse. And okay, what is going on here, guys? So check, same, these two here, these two here. It's expectedly more worse. And see, guys, this is very important. Even these two tiny elements, guys, if I remove the out of it, you can just see even these two tiny elements are visible there. And now I think the last comparison, guys, is going to be the Moon to Blur with the Scene Optimizer on. So Scene Optimizer on, Moon to Blur, this is absolutely a disaster. But here we can confirm that Samsung apparently is trying to tweak also the color. So the Scene Optimizer is giving us this kind of a reddish color. I'm not sure if in the next picture that we check without the Scene Optimizer is the same, then we should be able to 100% confirm that they are also trying to play with fine-tune with the color as well. So this really looks worse. Now Moon to Blur without the Scene Optimizer, guys. So yeah, the color is still the same, so I'm not sure really if they're trying to play with the color. It looks like this, but we pretty much see and observe the very same details. So from what I see with my own eyes, I cannot conclude that Samsung are kind of faking it, but more testing is required. So my next test, guys, is going to be, I'm going to use a binoculars with some real optics, try to see if really what we get there is manipulated. It is, of course, manipulated. Sharpness is a bit more than the other pictures. And also, guys, what we can see from those pictures is when the Scene Optimizer is used, then of course the detail is popping up a bit more, but overall it's not so good. You can just see, right, like this picture is not the best, and you cannot expect from a device like this to just give you like the perfect NASA picture. But what is very important for this test is to conclude together with you, do we see any manipulation? Yes. Are they adding details on top? I don't believe so. Are they changing the colors, playing with highlights, with shadow, with brightness, with exposure? I do believe yes. So it is manipulated, but I don't really think they're doing some trickery more than this. And if you like videos like this, practical tests, Samsung content, not only, just suffer the channel, guys. EST over and bye.